Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today to do your monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, and moon in the lovely Krabby Pants Cancer. And I am still doing private readings. So if you'd like to do a private reading, please, you can DM me or you can send me a payment and email me and let me know. All the information you're going to need to book a reading is on my website, oracledaphne.com. I have also posted a gallery of my paintings on my website. I'm trying to auction off my paintings. I'm trying to sell them so that I have extra money to move with. I'm trying to move west. I've talked about this before. So any donations at this time is very helpful. I am wanting to upgrade my camera and lighting equipment, which has been overdue for a long time, and I also want to get somebody to help me do some videography work, maybe cut my videos, change up my videos a little bit. I kind of want to do more like talk over videos too. I also want to do maybe a potential another channel with some food stuff. So any donations would be helpful towards that. I'm just gonna lay out a spread here for you guys. Okay, let's see. I'm ready to go. And again, this is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in Cancer, in the sign of Cancer, for June of 2020. I don't think I mentioned that, but again, it's June 2020 for Cancer. There's some interesting stuff happening. I think I have a full grasp on what's going on. You have a very strong money flow. Very strong. Very strong. It's interesting. Very strong money flow. It's positive though. And whatever money you have flowing out, it's going to be replaced. There's going to be money flowing in, or there is money flowing in. You get two cards. I kind of want to jump into these. These are additional cards that I pulled. They're not in any specific position. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Cups in reverse to me is a lot of, you see all those fish? A lot of positive financial flow of money. And then we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups in reverse is having a lot of large expenses, like it could be large home repairs, car repairs, maybe like paying off medical bills. I heard somebody's getting knee surgery, or maybe it's trying to pay off knee surgery. Could be also like an elective surgery also. For some of you, it may be even cosmetic in nature, like it's a cosmetic procedure. Large ticket things. So you may be trying to pay down a credit card, or pay down a mortgage also, or pay off a mortgage. There's some like large chunks of money that you're spending, or that you're going to be spending in the month of June of 2020. The thing that I like about the Six of Cups in reverse is the Six of Cups in reverse indicates that even though that there's this money going out, there still will be money coming in, and there's money left over for your basic needs. And that's what's important. Cancer especially needs to have that. Cancers will go out of their mind if there's no money for food and gas. Like, cancers need to have at least the basics, or else they lose it. Cancers like to do they like craft stuff. They like to do things with their hands. They're very into the arts a lot of times, and they need money to do kind of like hobby stuff. Cancers kind of can tinker. They tinker, and they like to do hobby stuff. All kinds of stuff cancers get into. Model airplanes. So you may find that in June, there's some money going out, but money coming in, and there will be enough left to spend on your hobbies. I definitely see that. One of the cards that I really want to talk about is a card about direction. So the Hermit in reverse is about going east. It can also be where you're traveling and then you have to travel east somewhere. It's a direction. So that's what I see. The birds are flying east. You and another sign, there's something about going back, or going one way and then going another. What's that song? One way and another. Do 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 do. I don't know. I feel like my guy just said you keep changing your mind, which is interesting. Maybe the question is moving east somewhere. Maybe it's just something that you're contemplating. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go, although you have the moving card in the spread. So the energy of it is there. Does that mean you're going to go? That remains to be seen. You have the Three of Wands crowning you, beginning of June, going into June. You may have come to like a point in time where you have to make a decision. To me, this is the fence where it's like you have to decide, okay, am I going to quit this job? Yes or no? What do I do? The Three of Wands came up for me personally when I lived in Washington and my hours at my job had gotten cut. And then I ended up quitting. And then I was like, okay, I really don't know what to do. Couldn't find other work that was enough to pay my rent. Had fallen in love with this guy. Was trying to figure out what to do about housing. Wasn't able to move home. Lots of things like that, were kind of really present for me. I was really just like, I don't know what to do. Some of you may be having that question in your head, I don't know what to do, or be saying that out loud, I don't know what to do, regarding a certain situation. You may feel stuck or feel like you have to make some decisions and you don't really know what's going to be best. For some of you, it looks like the grass is greener where you're headed, but it may bring up similar patterns. We take our stuff with us. So it's not always better on the other side. And that's what I think you're examining. The thing about this card, it means that you could sit there for a period of time and not make any changes. In Cancer has attachments to things. Cancer can get emotionally attached to things and not want to make changes. And then when they have to, when they don't really know what to do, they become very upset and frustrated. I don't think, though, because to me the Three of Wands is like one of the only negative cards that's showing up here. I don't think, in my humble opinion, that you're going to be too upset in the month of June, which is interesting. I don't feel like you're going to be really stressing about this, whatever this is, too much. I feel like you're going to have what you need to get through June. You have this Star in reverse. The Star in reverse is total zen. The Star in reverse, and that's coming in from the outside. So the universe is telling you, like, yo, Cancer, it's time to get into your full spa mode, okay? We're talking full spa day mode. We're talking face masks, we're talking facial treatments, we're talking like a full mud wrap, we're talking, massage and hair and nails and everything. So this is the full spa thing. This is also, being divinely guided, and it really irritates me when psychics talk about being divinely guided, because it's like, well, those of us who don't listen to our guides most of the time have no clue as to what to do, even when we are being guided. So it's hard sometimes to know what direction, but to me the Star in reverse is probably one of the best cards that there is in my deck. So whatever it is that you might stress over, that you might worry about, it's gonna get handled. It will get handled. And this could be like a great vacation. Like, I don't know, like, to me, this feels like a great vacation or a great time, or some kind of point in time that you reach where you're super, it's not even a chill. It's just super zen. Like, to me, this card also talks about, it has the energy of like a sacred space, like a sacred pool of water, or a sacred monument, or a sacred like a sacred place. I'm thinking like very strongly, like it's pulling me into like there's a strong gemstone vibe to it. So like the element of the gemstone, I think Sedona, Arizona, I think amethysts, I think like those giant geodes. I think like there's some places I think of like a Buddhist temple. Or I think of like those singing bowls, or like the Tibetan bells, or like a place in Tibet that has like a very high vibration. This to me also is about high vibration, and that can mean where you may actually live in a place where it's like there's an elevated, you may live in higher elevation. Could also mean you live in the mountains someplace. Or, and I am also seeing like a place like Hawaii, or a place that has like these like pools where there's like waterfall and there's like a pool. It could be also like a mountain stream, or like a place that's very revered, like the water is very revered. Could be Iceland also. But it doesn't have to be. Ireland also, there's sacred spaces there for sure. I don't know why this is like really pulling me in. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go there. It just like I'm getting these vibes. So the universe is like maybe calling you to go to one of these places. You may want to go to one of these places. You have the King of Cups in reverse in the position of emotions, which I love for Cancer, because to me, like if there's some element of water in the position of emotions, then Cancer's okay. Everything's okay. This is like a very healing. I feel like June actually might be a very healing time for you. Even if going into it, there's some questions. Like you go into it with a question mark going, gonna have to rethink some things. That's kind of like the way you go into it. And like, I don't really know what to do about this. But maybe you decide you're just going to do everything you can to use the time that you have in June in a very, I want to say sacred type way, where maybe everything you're doing is done with intention. And I love that. I haven't seen, like, this is the kind of reading that I'm totally into, because it's like, I don't really get to see this that much, it's a special vibe. So there's some Cancer that's watching that has a really interesting special vibe, and I'm shouting it to you directly because I think that whatever it is that you're doing it with positive intention and sacred intention. And you may be working with sacred plants, specifically like sage, or planting a lot of sacred seeds. It could be heirloom seeds. There's this element of the next level. To me, you're like next level. That's what I want to say. You're not a beginner when it comes to spiritual things. It's like the way you kind of operate is from a very progressive place, but also from the place of wisdom and knowledge and like what not to do, and like, but it's also like, my guide is like sharing this. It's like, so in order for me to prepare for my readings, I usually put on some kind of essential. I anoint like my third eye with some kind of essential oil. Sometimes I have this really awesome sage oil that I like. It could be lavender. Sometimes it's peppermint. Sometimes it's frankincense. I change them. then there's also the intention that I have when I make food, to make the food like the best that I can. Like I pack it full of like antioxidants and like very nutrient dense food. And when I plant seeds and when I garden, it's very like it's done with a certain intention to really take tender care of what I have, and it's a responsibility. So it's like a daily, my daily life, has a certain amount of sacred intention to it. So I feel like you may kind of operate in that kind of similar way. You don't just operate from the place of, oh, I'm going to go through the drive-through today and get this food, or oh, I'm just going to do whatever. It's no, you're operating from like an integral place, a sacred place, too. Now you do have that's it. You do have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which is about things not really getting off the ground. So you may have this beautiful, amazing dream to have this beautiful, amazing life, and for whatever reason, you take a few steps forward to get it, and it doesn't quite get there for some reason. Now, it doesn't mean it can't ever get there. It just means that in the month of June, something is not happening. Now, because of Mercury retrograde, and I said this before and I'll say it again, things that you might have set in motion in June, or might set in motion in June, you might have to redo. So I wouldn't be upset that it doesn't get off the ground. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't cling to that upset. I would actually move on from it. Oh, going back to this King of Cups. The King of Cups is real happiness. It's like really the emotional fulfillment. It's the most emotional fulfillment you could have. It is very much there's a strong love element. So you may have fallen in love. To me, I feel like I could be reading for someone who's fallen in love. Or I could be reading for someone who has a lot of love in their heart and a lot to offer. And Cancers a lot of times do. It's just that it's coming through very strongly in this reading. The outcome is the Five of Swords in reverse. And that is about taking the high road. That is about deciding not to get sucked down in any kind of bullshit. You're really just, letting things go. And not engaging in any kind of activity or communication that would lead to any kind of arguments, or that could lead to any kind of altercation, or that could lead to any kind of stress or duress. So I do feel like that's a positive thing. I just want to put that out there. Okay. So let me see what else we're getting. And then I'm going to pull some charms. There's going to be some unexpected things that happen in June, which I can't tell you about because it's unexpected. So expect the unexpected here. There's going to be a new relationship for some of you, and romance, and spending time together with someone you care about. I feel like if there's any kind of hiccups or things that happen in June, I feel like you're going to push past them, which I do like to see. Okay, let's see what we get. There's something about having a baby girl or getting pregnant that's a surprise. Your friends in spirit say hi. You got what I call what I call the chirps. And the chirps are these pterodactyls that are in spirit, that are friendly, essentially friendly ETs. You did get it's funny, you got the chirps and you got the dinosaur, which the dinosaur is about being like an old soul. And it's interesting because in order to, like, for most people, they have to, in order to get to that place where they're really vibing on a higher level, they have to kind of have overcome a lot of ego stuff. And a lot of times that, older souls just kind of get it because they're older souls. And you may be older in general, like in your life too. I pulled a couple additional things, but like nothing's like really popping. You did get this, like, it looks like a gold leaf and charm, and that to me symbolizes the fall. So if you want to know when, like, it's a season. So if you want to know when something is going to happen, it's going to happen in the fall. You got some other charms here that talk about communications. Libra also got the key, and the key came up again here. And I don't remember who it was that got the life charm, but the life charm also came up as well for you guys. Kind of being reborn here, I feel like, a little bit for you. To me, like, the rebirth, to me, it's not necessarily going to happen in June. I feel like it's going to happen later in time, maybe July, around your birthday, which would make total sense. Anyways, I think this is a really great place to leave off. Thank you guys so much for being amazing fans, followers, subscribers. Definitely click the bell if you haven't done so already so you get notified when I post. And if you can donate to my channel, it's very helpful, even if it's only $10. And yeah, I'll be back for more videos, so stay tuned. I wish you guys all the best. Send you guys big hugs, big kisses. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care.